more Pokemon Sword Draft Run. I'm pretty much exactly where I left off a couple hours ago. I'm hoping that during the daytime more people will be able to stop by. Sorry if you hear a little bit of background noise coming in on my microphone. I do have my dishwasher going. Kind of can't turn that off, unfortunately. Alright. So last time we did a couple gyms and finished out our team. And we're all looking pretty good. So yeah, we're just basically heading through the rest of the game at this point. Alright. Hello. How's it going? Alright. Not the best matchup. We'll get a fire type out there. Alrighty. Ribombee and Cutiefly were some of the cutest designs to come out of Sun and Moon, though. And Bug and Fairy's an interesting type combination. Fair enough. Alright, got some levels. Purpose Queen. We'll switch to Zilla then. Alright. Ancient Power will do nicely against Purpose Queen. For now, at least. Ooh, even if pressure will eat through our very low PP very quickly. Maybe we'll get lucky. We've used this move throughout several battles. We haven't gotten a stat boost once. Alright. Well, that's good. Glad that repairs are almost done. Alright. So yeah. Alright. Team Yell doesn't want us to go that way. So we'll just dodge the Berserker. Let's see if we can grab this real quick. Alright. There we go. Yeah. Normally I'd be doing Knights of the Old Republic, but I just really felt like playing Pokemon today. This might be the only time I get to stream during the day this week because my sister will be home all day. That's nice. Alright. Oh, we forgot to switch out our Pokemon around. We'll send Zilla out. Yeah, I bet. Alright. Drill Peck. Alright. You know what, we'll try for the super effective one last time. And still no stat boost. It'll give us a swagger though. Alright. Now we'll go with liquidation then. We'll cut through the confusion. Nope. Alright, come on. You can do it. There we go. Liquidation. Alright. roughly. We'll just keep Zilla out because Zilla needs the levels. Eventually, using the Pokemon that need it more, the ones in battle will catch up to like Anna and Bloopet. See, Anna already is past Bloopet, it seems like. Topsy-turvy. No, we don't want that. Alright. We do want to heal a little bit, though. Alright. Super potions, I think. Yeah, super potions should be good enough. Both of them. Alright, and we will switch our Pokemon around. Just like we do every time they get out of order. Alright. There we go. That's nice. Alright, I think if I can get the Pokeball. There we go. Ooh, Quick Balls. Quick Balls are nice. So yeah. So I was saying last night that these ones seemed kind of like this route seems like a dungeon, but it doesn't feel like a dungeon. It's obviously designed that way as like supposed to be like a cave between routes, but they just call it Route 8, so it should be like town ruins or something, and just serve all the same functions. Excuse me. Alright, come on. Nothing up there. Right. Dodge around all the Pokemon. Alright. Alrighty. You know, in like Pokemon in Black and White, they had these trainers on like all of the long routes. That was like a doctor or nurse, and you would talk to them and they'd heal your Pokemon. And I think that can be just. I think that's where it was too easy. Almost. Like they had that at the either end of the cave earlier on, but oh, and we got poisoned, of course. Alright. Go for a flame wheel. Poison shouldn't affect us too much. Alright. And there's Zilla's level. We're catching up to everyone being pretty well rounded out. Alright. Do we want to switch anyone out? Hatchram. Yeah, I think we'll just stay with the bug Pokemon. Yeah, it's nice to have you. Alright. Leech Life. Alright. There we go. There we go. And it's like the poison didn't even happen. Yeah. Alright. Alright. Oh. That's my... Yeah. Yeah, you've been working, but it also every time I've been streaming on your days off, you've out been doing something. Going to Main Street and stuff. Shiny Stone. A lot of evolution stones we don't really need. Alright. We just have a few more days and my HDMI splitter should be here. Alright, do we want to go left or right? think we go left first. Yeah, I know it is. Alright. Smart Strike. I wonder if anyone we have can learn Smart Strike. That would be a decent move to have, actually. I know you are. Alright. U-turn. Ooh, you can learn U-turn. Draining Kiss. And yes, I do want you to be happy. Smart Strike. No one can learn Smart Strike, of course. Alright. Now we go to the right. It's always a judgment call to try and go the wrong way first in games like this. Alright. I do wish the ladders didn't just freeze the world. It's just a little jarring. Like, I get why they kind of have to, because the system limitations or whatever, but yeah. Alright, I think I might need to switch around after this battle, actually. Do I have any ethers? I would love to have some more ancient powers back. Alright. That too. Alright. Oh yeah, let's see if we have any antidotes on us. We have a full heal, and we do have an ether. Not gonna use ethers on anything else, really. Alright, we'll use this on Ancient Power. Alright, now, yeah, we need to bring our tag in back to the front. Alright. Dodge around here. Alright. And then go grab the luxury balls. That's nice. I do like how they give you multiples of things nowadays. I wish they were talking about this in my Discord the other day, but it's weird that all the cool new Pokemon are so late in the game. Gosh, I forget that freaking nose every time. It's a cool looking Pokemon until you get to the nose. It's just funny. Alright, Dazzling Gleam should make quick work of it though, especially when it crits. Alright. We're like a level away, a couple levels away from everyone pretty much being evened out. Alrighty. There we go. And we'll go fight this lady. Alright. Nice sound okay and everything? Oh yeah, here's your first hint of Dreepy, the pseudo-legendary of this game. Which, again, you can't get until 8 gym badges. And it's like, I understand some of them need to be later in the game. You can't put everything early game. You need to spread them out. But it feels like just a majority of them are so late game this time around. Like the fossil, well, the fossils are always kind of late game, but you don't get them until you have like 3 badges and are halfway through the region, and then like Phalanx is after 5 badges, even though it's one of the coolest concept Pokemon that came out of this gen. And it's like, I get why, but it just feels like, other than like Yamask and what are some other cool Pokemon that came out, you can get like, you can get some of them early on, but alright. It took me until watching Alpharad stream the DLC stuff to hear. Alrighty, I will see you later then. I should be here till about 2-3 o'clock if you come back. Alright. Anyway, as I was saying about Dracovish, I hadn't heard its cry, its Godzilla ass cry, until Alpharad was streaming the DLC, and it's like, oh, that's what it sounds like. That fits so well. Alright. Come on, liquidation. We'll get through it pretty easily. Alright. Alrighty. Oop, ran into the Phalanx. Such an interesting Pokemon. It's really cool. It like takes the swarm thing that like Dugtrio does and really expands on it. It's really fun. It doesn't make 100% sense to me how you catch 5 Pokemon in one Pokeball, but I also haven't looked too closely at the Pokedex entries, to be fair. Alright, you know what, since Zilla's pretty fast, we'll give them the King's Rock until we can get the game-winning set on them, at least. On them. Alright. And then I'm going to pop up another potion into them. This one will go Hyper. Hyper. That was a subtle Nazo reference, if any of you have seen that. Alright, we're running out of liquidations too. I might teach them Waterfall over Protect just to give some more PP. Alright. There we go. Alright. Of course, just as we were about to get the level... Ooh, Stomp. That'll be nice, actually. Better than Protect, at least. There we go. And Anna got a level 2. Just as we're catching up. Alright. We'll switch Zilla down to here and give McStuffins some time to shine. And get this TM. Ooh, speaking of letting McStuffins shine. Brick Break. Brick Break is probably one of my favorite fighting type moves. Mostly because it was the only fighting type TM, reliable fighting type TM, which came out in Gen 3. Compared to, like, your choices in Gen 1 was, like, submission, and that was it. And so if you didn't like recoil moves, then you were just SOL. And then in the second gen, there was a little bit better variety of moves, but none of them were TMs really. And so like Karate Chop got to be... I like that he was looking down at his phone so he didn't see us as we went and talked to her. That's funny. Alright, Hippowdon and Excadrill. Excadrill was real fun, actually. It's a cool design, and... Ooh, Sandstream, that's not great, but not the end of the world. Alright, yeah, we want Brick Break for the stab. And then... Energy Ball for Hippowdon. It's went too fast for us. Alright, what was I talking about? There we go. Ran right through him. I remember this battle can be kind of a bitch sometimes. Thrash? What's the accuracy of Thrash? I kind of like Strength being a little bit more reliable. Yeah, we'll just stick with Strength. Alright. Anyway, Excadrill. It was cool. I used it in my first run of Black version, I think. We'll just Brick Break Berserker, because they won't use Dig. And then... see if we can Sleep Powder the Excadrill. Or not. Alright. Action Economy. We'll just take out enough of her Pokemon that it's 2-on-1 battle. Alright, anyway. Excadrill, again. Very cool. It was very strong in the meta because it was just really fast and really strong. Alright. We're probably going to end up missing here. Yep. Just going to dig again. We'll be waiting for him when he gets back up here. I remember people thinking, oh man, Excadrill's too strong for the meta. And then Dracovish and like stuff like Landorus T came out. And it's like, Excadrill's a thing of the past. There we go. So I knew as long as we landed one solid hit, we'd be good. Alright. And then the Giga Drain will be wasted. Alright. Lucario. Lucario, the not legendary of Gen 4. Alright. There we go. It's cool. The Lucario movie was real fun, actually. Lucario and the Mystery of Mew, and then Ash just secretly has superpowers. You know what you should be able to do in this game, though? You should be able to battle people at their camping tents. Kind of like the secret bases in Omega Ruby, and Alpha Sapphire. You just fight their teams controlled by the AI. That would be really interesting. Terrain extender. That's interesting, but we don't have a ton of terrain moves. I like how Game Freak's putting such an emphasis on them, though. Yeah, see, this could have been Route 8, and that just been like the such and such ruins or something. And we got Snom right here with another cute Pokemon that came out of this gen. And this area is actually where Darumaka naturally spawns. So if we didn't find one in the raid, this is how long we would have had to wait. And it would have been super annoying. Alright. An Arcanine. Luckily, Zilla can probably handle it with one of our last liquidations. We might end up putting another... Oh, nope, we are out of liquidations. Alright, we'll do Ancient Power then. Hopefully the stat boosts will hit this time. Anything? Nope, just Hail. Alright, but luckily the Hail should get us to the point where we can... Jeez, she's outspeeding Arcanine. That's fun. Oh, I guess we're spreading the XP around. Oh, hey, into someone that's not controlled damaged by Hail. That's fun. Anna doesn't need the XP, though. Boltund. Let's... Yeah, I guess we'll go back to Zilla just for the XP. Alright, and I guess we'll go... Yeah, our attack isn't decreased anymore since he switched us out, so we'll just go for Stomp and hope for flinch hacks. Yeah, like that. You can win some battles that shouldn't be winnable by just going first and using flinch moves. Doesn't look like that's much of an option anymore, though. But if we can land one more, it should win us the battle anyway. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Yeah, we got him pretty much where we want to be. Spore. Spore is one of the best moves. It's basically the same thing as Sleep Powder, but it always hits unless your accuracy is lowered. So, we will obviously switch that out. And that'll probably stay for the rest of the game. It used to be a super rare move that only... No, we'll keep the old moves. Blizzard's strong, but super inaccurate and goes off of our worst stat. Alright, now with that, we'll switch you down, switch you down, switch you up. Alright, now Blue Pet's like in the correct place. Alright. Alright, and we get another fairly big city with hot springs and stuff. It's like the ice hot springs rather than the sand hot springs that are in like Gen 4 or Gen 3. Alright. And so we'll head up to Pokemon Center first, of course. If we can get in the frickin' door. It's like riding the mock bike all over again. Alrighty. Everyone's topped off. Alright. And then, yeah, we're okay on healing items. And so I'm sure there's a bunch of different items in all these buildings, but none of them are super necessary. Alright, I guess it's straight toward the gym. Oh, it's this gym. Yeah, it's not the most fun gym, to be fair. It's the rock gym, which is okay. It's nice to have a later game rock gym rather than it being the first one for, what, the third time? Let's see. Yeah. Gen 1, Gen 3, and Gen 4 all had rock be their first type. So it's interesting to see, like, later level rock type Pokemon. Especially since most rock type Pokemon have way more viable later evolutions and stuff. Alright. Moonstones are cool. Alright. But the thing is that this gym challenge is not very fun. We get a dowsing machine, basically. And you remember those leaves at the beginning of Undertale where it's like, hey, step on the path on the lower end and so you don't fall from the upper end? It's basically that, but worse, because your visibility is lowered. And you basically have to go by the things on the blips on there. I think the controller vibrates on occasion too. Or it's supposed to, at least. Alright. Bloopet, who still has liquidation, so should also make pretty quick work of these rock Pokemon. Alright. Thing is that liquidation goes off of physical strength, so the high defense, high physical defense rock Pokemon will still resist it a bit. Which is why if you have a special typed rock or grass Pokemon, you'll just tear through most rock gyms, which most starters end up being specially reliant. Alright, we'll switch out Bloopet. Alright. Now do we go this way? Nope. So we go this way. Or not. See, with this one, it's okay. Oh, we gotta go all the way around. Alright. There we go. And then it shows you all the places you couldn't go. So, the first one's not too hard. Second one's bigger, but it's not terribly hard either. Alright, we want to go this way? No. I think we want to go... No. God, it's almost easier to just trial and error this. There we go. Luckily, it saves your progress at the last solid platform you go to. So if you fall, you just go back to the last one you visited. Alright. We'll go with liquidation again. Tore through the last Crustle we found. I like Crustle's funny because it's just another Pokemon to be in the way. It's almost like it was specifically designed for that, because it's in the way in this game, it's in the way in Gen 5 when it was introduced. It's just funny. Kind of like Snorlax was. Water. That's better. Alright, and then we do get to go right here. And I think we'll have to go around to the right to get to the end of this one. So this one's not too bad, I guess. It's the third one that really sucks. Alright, and we'll do liquidation. Being a fire and rock, even being high in physical defense won't save it. We'll take a burn for our troubles, but we still have burn heals left over from the fire gym that we never used. So we'll just plop that in before we move on. Alright. Heals. Burn heal. Alright. Nothing doing. Oh. We gotta go all the way around. There we go. Oh, and then we gotta go below it, I guess. Alright. And now we ended this one. You know, I almost don't care about the places that we could have gone. I don't want to visit it ever again. And so, yeah. There's almost no visibility here. So it's almost better to just trial and error things. Alright, we hit another platform. Alright. We hit... I think, does this also bring up the sandstorm effect here? I don't even know. Alright. No sandstorm, so we'll just cut through with liquidation. There we go. Alright. Oh, he's got a grass move, but luckily Dragon kind of cancels that out. We'll do Dragon Breath just to save the PP on liquidation. It's a cool looking move. Alrighty. Alright. Alright. Can't go this way, so gotta go this way. Alright. And come on. Alright, come on then. And we'll go around this way. No, I just can't see anything. I don't even think I went the right way. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to go around this way. There you go. Alright. And then over here. And then this way. Come on. Nope. Oh my gosh, I hate this gym. There's very few. It's not even that it's super complicated or anything. It's just the fact that it's basically trial and error. Alright, up this way. Nope. But I see where the next platform is, so hopefully we can get there now. Alright. Then around to the left. And up through the middle. To the right, and then to the left. And then onto the platform. Alright, and then I think we need to go that way, and we're done. Jesus. Yeah. That's just too many. Alright, but we're done. I think that just soured me on Gordy as a whole. Not to mention his design just isn't as fun as his mom's. Who's the shield version of this gym leader. Alright. Not to mention some super effective moves are just going to cut right through him. He does start out with quite a gamble with a water rock Pokemon, because water is is way more common than grass. So it's more likely if you're going up against a rock gym, you'll start with a water Pokemon. So yeah, and that gives him time to set up, lower defenses but raises offenses and speed. Shell Smash is just one of the best buffs in the game. Alright. And that'll do a lot of damage even though we resist it at this point. But with his lowered defenses and times 4 effectiveness, he won't stay up for long. Alright. Alright, everyone's the same level for a moment. Alright, Shuckle. Thing is, Shuckle doesn't have a lot of weaknesses. I guess water is probably our best option. But it's the typical rock weaknesses, grass and ground, and the typical bug weaknesses, fire and flying, are canceled out by their respective types. But we can still hit it with a liquidation and it should go down. Thing is, it's really defensive, like compared to a lot of other Pokemon. So it's used for weird tactics because its offenses are pitiful, to be fair. But it is the Pokemon that could theoretically do the most amount of damage in any Pokemon, against any Pokemon. If you, I think it's swap its defense and offense with specific moves, and then land the 5th turn of rollout on a level 1 Ladybug and you're level 100, it'll do something like 15,000 damage. Of course, Ladybug doesn't have that much HP, but let me see, who do I want? I wasn't even paying attention to who needs to come out. We'll just go with McStuffins. Between ground and fighting, we should be able to cover most what rock-type Pokemon he sends out. Oh, Stonejourner, that's right. It's the Stonehenge Pokemon that, again, you can't get until super late in the game. Let's go with Brick Break. Wonder Room. The rooms are real tricky. Defense and special defense are swapped. So I wonder if that's better or worse for him. Alright. And now, Colossal. You know what? We'll just stay with McStuffins. Alright. And then we'll counter with respective Dynamaxes. Alright. Alright. Then he'll counter with Gigantamax Colossal. I used Colossal in my first playthrough too, but mine was... I obviously caught it off of the Carkol in the first mine, so mine didn't Gigantamax, which makes it... Which I really wish that the Max Soup thing was available earlier on in the life cycle of this game. It would have made my first playthrough a lot more pleasant, I think, to be able to Gigantamax my Pokemon. Alright. It feels like, oh, it's not worth catching any Pokemon on the overworld if they can't do their cool Gigantamax forms. And then the raid Pokemon have better stats anyway, generally, and the chance for their hidden ability. And so it's like, why bother catching Pokemon anywhere else? Alright. And Gordy went down, just as fast as I predicted him to. Alright. And super long Alpha Rad Handshake. Alright. Rock Tomb. You know what we could use? But I kind of want Rock Slide, but I don't know. Yeah, we probably won't use Rock Tomb. Even when it got buffed in Gen, I think it was in Sun and Moon, it's still too inaccurate for my liking. It was a pain to use in anything before that because it was like an 80% chance to hit. Because I guess they thought that, oh, we're always going to reduce speed. That's a really strong benefit. And like, yeah, it is. But I don't want to use it for that. I want to use it because it's the only rock-type TM. More plot stuff. There happens to be this old piece of art here. An absolutely fantastic poster. Exactly, Bob with his brilliant smile must be part of the legend. Wait, what are you on about? Don't confuse me. Yeah, this gives us an end to the legend. They beat the Darkest Day, and the Sword and Shield Pokemon went to sleep while we were in the Slumbering Wild. And we kind of saw their illusory thing at the beginning of the game. Alright, and then we eat food. And then I think we're going to battle Hop again to We're gonna go to the bath. And then we're gonna battle Hop to make Sonya happy. So I'm going to, as soon as I get control again, I'm gonna rearrange my Pokemon. Yeah. I don't know what the hero bath has to do with anything. Yeah, he wants to wield a shield if he had to pick one. Alright. Switch my Pokemon around. Oh, actually, we don't really need to do too much of that. There we go. Wholly unnecessary, but... Oh, in case we didn't visit the... In case we did something between then. Remember when Gary just shows up at Route 5, no warning, just, hey, let's battle. Right before the Nugget Bridge. And he's back to using his first Pokemon, Wooloo. So showed he's grown a little bit. Alright. We will go with Ancient Power. Because I think Dubwool has higher physical defense. So we'll target the special stats and hope for the boost. Pardon me. Sorry about that. Alright, come on, give it the old Ancient Power. And still no boost. We've used this. What's the odds on the Ancient Power boost, I wonder? Because we've used it like 15 times at this point. And we haven't gotten any boost from it. Come on. Nothing. Alright, come on. Ancient Power. Oh, and now he's going to use the Hyper Potion, of course. Come on, Ancient Power. Give us the boost. Nothing. Come on. I gotta sit through Hail every turn, too. Come on. Last one. Ancient Power. Give us the boost. Come on. I see it almost looked like a crit there, but not quite. Alright, come on. Dragon Breath then. Since he's working on our physical and buffing his physical defense, we'll stick with special attacks, which are pretty much just as good. Paralysis is nice too. Maybe we'll get lucky and the Hail will finish him off. Nope, not quite. Yeah, but with Dragon Breath we will finish him off though. Alright. We'll definitely go for the switch out though. Our attack needs to be leveled up. Or it needs to be reset, I should say. Alright, Snorlax. We'll go with McStuffins. We have the super effective, might as well use it. And we know Weevil will get a chance to fight later. Alright, Brick Break. There we go. Yeah. Oh, that's the first super effective thing we've done this battle, I guess. Oh, yes. Paralysis? No. Okay, good. Maybe the Hail. No, he's got way too much HP for that to finish him off. We will go with Strength just to save the PP. See, I would say Power Points, but that sounds too wordy. Alright. To say every time. Corviknight. You know what? We don't have any electric types, so going up against a steel type, a fire type is the best we got. Alright. Too bad I don't use berries. Alright. There we go. Slow this down a little, but not the end of the world. Alright. Let's go with one more flame wheel. Oh, I forgot, it's also a flying type, which is strong against our bug. See, I more think about the offense than I think about the defense a lot of times. That's why I'm not very good at competitive or team building. It's like, oh, I can hit this, this, and this, and this super effective. Oh, I thought someone came home, but it was just someone else slamming their door. Alright, I'm like, someone's home early. Alright, Pinchurin. We don't have a ground type, so our best bet's back to McStuffins, I think. But, you know what, we can do Anna. We might not get a chance to use Anna. If we don't, and with our super buff Icicle Crash, we're gonna hit him real hard. Yeah. I don't think she's failed to one-hit KO anything so far. Alright. Rillaboom. We'll just keep him out. See, that'd be nice. But we got super effective. We got the strongest ice type. Alright. Alright, ran right through him. Alright, so yeah, now we gotta go to Spike Moose. And so we've got another route in the way, and it's a water route. It's the only real water route in the region. So I guess it makes sense that it's a route, but I still think it would be more interesting as the Icy Flow River or something, and just not call it route. Alright, we'll top everybody off, rearrange once we're healed, and then we're off to the next gym. Alrighty. Switch you to you, blue bet, up to the top. I think we're gonna end up having to fight some team yell grunts, but shouldn't be the end of the world. Excuse me. Go around. Alright. Yeah, it's Route 9, but it would be more interesting as, like, something else, I think. You know what? We're pretty high level. I'm not gonna fight too many trainers over here, if I can avoid it. I like it knocks us off the bike. Yeah. Alright, cheering on this Dreadnought. Alright. So they're making up a bunch of excuses for us to not participate in the gym challenge. They're trying to make it like they're trying to protect the local Pokemon or whatever, but it doesn't really work that way, because we just beat them anyway. We have to beat them anyway. You know what? With a liquidation, we should be able to cut through and take neutral damage. Oh, we're about to level up. Alright. And then a pluck will do nicely. Alright. Not bad, not bad. Alright, and now I think we'll switch out to our bug Pokemon depending on what she's about to throw out. Pangoro. Oh. Yeah, we'll just play a little bit safe. Bring out our tag and go for the ×4 effectiveness. Alright. And Dazzling Gleam. It's a little bit faster with Crunch, but not very effective. And boom. Pangoro's down. Alrighty. Weevil wants to learn Crunch. I guess it's better than Bite. I was just thinking Bite's starting to get a bit outdated. I'm thinking if I have another option later on, I might go back and get that ground move, Scorching Sand. Alright. Oh, luckily the other one doesn't even want to bother fighting us. We beat him so bad. Alright. And so now we get to ride our Rotom bike on the water. Alright. So yeah, now we just water like it's nobody's business. And since I was thinking about it, we will take a quick detour to the Isle of Armor, because now that we've got our bike, we can make our bike much better. So normally around the wild area, there's these guys who you can pay watts to level up your bike, but if we talk to her, she will customize my bike to a glistening black. Alright. Yeah. And set the charge to black to max. And we get a much cooler outfit to go with it too. The outfit that we have default leaves a lot to be desired, to be honest. Expert belt, that's not bad. I think we still are looking for something for Anna. Nothing, can't do bad with an expert belt, really. Alright. At least until she gets the choice whatever. Alright. And since we're over here, we'll check out the move tutor and see who can learn what. Alright. Burning Jealousy. No. Let's see. Coaching, we don't really want. Scorching Sands, that's what we're here for, really. Psychic Power. No, that's a special psychic move. Don't really need you. Meteor Beam. Maybe if we have enough after. Lash Out. Steel Roller, Misty Explosion. So yeah, so Scorching Sands first. Can't hurt to have another ground type move. And we'll replace Crunch because we have dedicated ground type Pokemon. And then we will, I think, yeah, we have 17, or we have 12 left. We'll take Meteor Beam and put it on Zilla. And replace Ancient Power. You know what, we'll just hold out. Yes, sorry. We'll hold out, actually. We might need it. I guess we won't need the Armorite ore for much later, but... Nope. Fly isn't in the Pokemon menu anymore. Alright, town map. Alright. We will fly back to here. But yeah, it's... Honestly, since we're going to be focusing on physical attack anyway, having a charge-up move isn't really the best call. We'll just hold out to see if we can get... what do you call it? Rock Slide. Alright, dodge. Oop, didn't dodge her this time. Not the end of the world, but we just don't need the XP right now. Hey, we know how to fight those. Alright. It's probably got Hustle, so it won't be very accurate, but... Which, are these about the same? Why does this have 20 more PP then? I don't know. We'll go for Psycho Cut, though. I like the noises it makes. I don't think we've used that in a while, that I've heard it. It makes pew pew noises. Alright. Keep them in. Bellossom. Alright, then we'll go with Pluck for the super effective. Probably not as strong, but... Alright. Another Pluck. Alright. Alright. And so, I think we should put in a Hyper Potion. We got a little bit low in that fight. There we go. Oh, we need to switch Zilla up to the front. There. And there. Alright. But we're mostly gonna ignore everything. So the Wailord makes me want to believe that this should be salt water, right? But I don't know. Alright. Dodge the Grapple Locked. Dodge just about everything, actually. We don't need whatever that item was. Dodged you. I remember trying to catch Grapple Locked for so long. For so long that it hailed itself to death. Alright. So here's the entrance to Spikemuth, but the door is closed. Which is a little weird considering it's a whole town. And so we'll head over this way. There's a Bergmite. That's another interesting Pokemon held back by being just one type. Because a giant iceberg Pokemon would be cool, but then it has so many weaknesses because it's just an ice type. And so, Marine has a secret entrance into town, which anyone would find if they looked for 2 seconds. But we gotta beat her in the battle first. Shouldn't be the most difficult thing, though. Lipard. Alright, we'll go for... This is a nice song, too. We'll go for a liquidation. Alright, we won't be able to spam it, though, because of Torment. Alright. Oh, we can't use the same row. Even as I said it, it's like, oh, you can't use it twice in a row. Alright. Ancient Power, then. Still no stat boost, though. We'll go for Stomp, then. Of course, she'll use the Hyper Potion, but... There we go. Now Liquidation should finish it off. Sucker Punch is a cool move. Basically, it always goes first, but only if your Pokemon attacks. And so... It's good if your opponent's focused on Hyper Offense. But if you go up against someone who doesn't fight the one who's like, if you waste it all while your opponent is setting up with like status moves or buff moves, then you're just SOL. Alright. It's based on predicting what your opponent will do. So it's very much a guessing game. Toxicroak is a cool design too, though, with the one Wolverine claw. I made the fist in the air, but you can't see it. Superpower. You know what? I think it's time to say bye to Liquidation. Get an extra fighting move. But Superpower is even more important, and I'll show you why. Because Superpower, when you use it, normally lowers your attack and defense. It's like using all your power, and then you're tired afterwards. But with Contrary, those stats are raised instead. So you get to survive a little bit better, and, well, if you doesn't get crit, and your next attack is even stronger. So use it again. Now it's like I've used Iron Defense and Swords Dance, but I've also knocked out a Pokemon while I was doing it. Alright, so we'll keep him out. Just to show you how very nice having the extra stats are. Alright, and we'll give it another Superpower. But we got Tormented. So we can't use Superpower again after this. But the battle's over, so it doesn't really matter. Not to mention, it's a super strong move because it's supposed to have a drawback for using it. So it's like 120 power. Alright, though. So now we get to head in. We'll hit up the Pokemon Center first, of course. See, I like this, but it reminds me a lot of Po Town, which was just last game. I wonder. And there's the door that's not open for whatever reason. So we'll take a quick heal. Alrighty. Alright. And switch everything around. Hey, how's it going? It's nice to have someone to talk to now. Alright. we're just about to hit up the Spikemuth Gym. Alright. I'm doing alright. Like last time, I don't really have funds for art just yet, but feel free to stick around anyway. Alright. Alrighty. And so now Team Yell is gonna get in the way again. Yeah, I respect artists for having the grind that they do. Like, even trying to advertise myself for YouTube videos and like streams and stuff is really hard. I can't imagine putting all the work in for doing art and then having to sell it too. It's just, I have mad respect for anyone who tries to do that for a living. Alright. Alright. Alright, we get to move on. And yeah, fair enough. Yeah. And the Mr. Mime doesn't want to let us through. Yeah, it's fair enough. I don't know that anyone really watches the VODs, but everyone, do you have a link that you maybe want to put in chat that I'll read off if you want? That way if anyone does see this on YouTube, I can send them your way. Twitter or something, show off your art. Alright. Beat the other grunt. Alright. It's the only instance of a Trico Master 11. Alright, so if anyone's watching the video, you can check them out and see how their art looks. I'll look that up too while we're... Oof. Just jump out the window. Alright. No? It's not showing up in my search. But... it's the least I can do for you showing up to watch. Alright, Scrafty. Alright, we'll go for another liquidation. We'll eventually get Fishious Rend, and we'll just tear through absolutely everything. Swagger's not gonna hurt either, as long as we don't get confused too often. Yeah. If you're not lucky, Swagger can really be a double-edged sword. Alright. Oh, I should switch everyone around. Alright. let's see, who wants to go up front? We'll put our tagging up front. Blue bet will go on the bottom. Switch McStuffins, and then switch Zilla. There we go. Alright. You just keep walking. And then, of course, they gotta do super unnecessary backflips. Alright, Weavile. It could be a close one because the ice type will hurt our grass type, but our fairy beats their dark. So it's basically whoever goes first and whoever can hit hardest. Unless, of course, they waste a turn honing claws. By the time you've honed your claws, you're already dead. Nani? Alright. Omae wa shinderu. Nani? Alright. Yeah. That's an impressive amount of backflips, though. Alright. We'll switch everyone around. Alright, and Zilla's up front again. I think Zilla might have a slower XP growth. We have to go back here. Alright. Yep, Team Yell is all actually the gym trainers from this gym. And so they're out cheering for who they hope to be the next gym leader. Alright. So with liquidation, yeah, we'll just liquidate the Drapion because I think it's dark and poison, so it won't matter. Alright, and then we'll get Leech Life on the Lipard. Although we'll be able to try out Scorching Sands too, it looks like. Alright. Leech Life is doing work. Poison Fang. As long as we don't get poisoned by it, we'll do pretty good. Alright, Ancient Power, and we'll try out Scorching Sands. I actually haven't seen this animation yet. Watch, this is going to be the one where we get the boost. No? Okay. Alright. Scorching Sands. It's not too bad. It would have burned him if it didn't knock him all the way out. Alright. Pain Split. No, we'll keep the old moves for now. Alright. Alright, so now we'll be able to do our fight against the gym leader. Alright, we'll switch you up to here, Blue Bet to here, and McStuffins to here. And pop in a Hyper Potion, and we'll be ready for the gym leader. Alright. Come on, press B. There we go. Alright. Shut your gob. Yeah. They're trying to do everything they can to get Marnie to win, even if it's a little bit underhanded, but now we get the most painfully undervoiced scene in the game. Oh, I like the Sableye neon lights in the background. Alright. It's weird that there's no voice here, though. And it sounds like they're booing him. It's weird. Crowd noises. And so, like, he didn't think anyone was trying to challenge him because he wasn't the best gym leader and he can't Dynamax. Or he refuses to Dynamax, I should say. Alright. Now then. See, he should have been singing this. And it's just text. And it just doesn't have the impact it should. Alright. Like, it would have, I don't know, taken like 5 minutes or like an hour to record